The Scottish Dementia Working Group is a campaigning group. It's made up of people with a diagnosis of dementia.
We support people living with dementia, and we try and give tips to people how to live well with dementia. Because I believe the only person that understands this illness is someone actually living with it.
We've been going around for 14 years now, and we were the first campaigning group run by people with dementia for people with dementia.
When I was first diagnosed over 5 years ago, it was so negative. But thankfully I was directed to first Alzheimer's Scotland and then the Scottish Working Group. And for the last 2 years my life has just opened up again.
Once you come in and start speaking to people, it's amazing how you come on. Oh, that's me. Oh, I do that as well. Oh, do you do that as well? It's tremendous.
There is a life after a diagnosis of dementia. You know, you can still live well with the illness.
We use public transport a lot, and we were finding, and I personally was finding it very challenging. And even showing the health card, I realised that the staff didn't understand. And because I wasn't physically disabled, they didn't know how to assist me.
We want to travel safely with dementia because we have dementia and we have to be very careful when you're travelling because lots of accidents happen when you're moving and we need to be aware of that and aware of the kind of things that go wrong.
This video is basically to help people understand and travel well with dementia.
Train, air, taxi, ferry, everything.
I want people with dementia to see it. I want families to see it so they can see how they can help their loved ones that they live with to travel safely with dementia.
Also, this video, I hope, will be able to pass on the tips and strategies that we have picked up over the years.
What we really want this video to do is help us to travel safely with dementia wherever we are and whatever mode of transport we're taking.
There are a number of things to bear in mind for people with dementia who are travelling by car. Someone with dementia in a car might be anxious. It's more evident if they've been drivers themselves. It's important to make the person feel comfortable and safe during the journey. Be aware that the person might be anxious and talk to them about what works best for them. It may be better for the person to sit in the back. It's a good idea to have a coloured blanket on the seat. This will help mark out where the seat begins and help with balance. It's also a good idea not to have loud music playing in the car, as this can cause further confusion.
Travelling by train with someone with dementia can be confusing, especially at peak times. Train stations can be noisy with loudspeakers and busy with other travellers. Travelling with someone can limit the stress of this. You can use assisted travel if you're using ScotRail. It's a good idea to buy your ticket in advance and request personal assistance for the day you're travelling. Support staff at rail stations use high visibility jackets. They should be able to assist you with your travel plans, supposing you have not requested personal assistance on that day. If you have dementia, you may be entitled to a disabled person's rail card. To find out about a disabled person's rail card, you can call 0845 605 0525, 7 AM to 10 PM Monday to Sunday, or email disability@atoc.org.
When travelling by taxi, it may be useful to tell the taxi driver you have dementia and you may need some assistance to get to your destination. It may also be helpful to have your destination written on a piece of paper for the driver. It would be helpful to have a coloured blanket on the seat of the taxi so that you can see the contrasting colours and you don't miss your footing. This will help to mark where the seat begins and help with balance. Sitting in the back seat and looking out the window can help keep you comfortable and calm. If you're using a taxi firm as part of a user group, as the Scottish Dementia Group does, make sure they are dementia friendly if possible. It's a good idea to keep £20 in your wallet and the number of a taxi firm in the event that you need help to get home. Loud music can also be distracting for somebody with dementia, so this should be kept at a low volume.
Firstly, it is a good idea to contact your local authority to find out if there's a dial-a-bus scheme in your area. These buses will pick you up from your door and take you to different places, such as shops, and take you home again. Some regions use the Thistle Assistance Card to help anyone who has difficulty in using public transport. These cards help drivers to identify any passengers who might require assistance. You can ask your local council if they supply this card. Some bus companies do not give change for fares, so it is a good idea to keep change if you are setting out on a bus journey. It can be helpful to ask the driver to remind you when your stop is coming up, so you can have time to prepare and leave the bus safely. Finally, if you are disabled and over 60, you can apply for a Scottish Citizens National Entitlement Card, which allows you to travel free in Scotland. You can pick up an application form from the post office or your local authority concessionary travel unit.
Flying can be a stressful time for anyone. As with all journeys, it is important to plan your journey carefully and to arrive at the airport in plenty of time to check in. Security checks can be an issue with someone with dementia. Having to remember the protocol can be stressful. Asking for assistance from airport staff can be a useful solution. As with train journeys, you can also request assisted travel at airports. You will need to give 48 hours notice to arrange this. Just let airport staff know the reason you require assistance for your journey.
Alzheimer's Scotland has more detailed information on your travel and your holidays, and you can visit them online, or you can call their helpline on 0808 808 3000, and this is free and it's open 24 hours a day. To find out more about community transport across Scotland, go to the Community Transport Association and click on In Your Area. Finally, to find out about a disabled person's rail card, you can call 0845 605 0525 from 7 AM till 10 PM, Monday to Sunday, or email